Have you ever felt like time is slipping through your fingers? Like no matter how hard you try, there just aren't enough hours in the day? You wake up with big goals, but by the time the day ends, all you've done is put out fires, handle distractions, and promise yourself tomorrow will be different. The problem isn't that you don't have time, it's how you manage it. Successful people don't have more hours in a day than you do. They just know the rules to control their time instead of letting time control them. If you're ready to take back your time, master your productivity, and create real momentum in your life, this is for you. Let's dive into 3 powerful rules that will transform the way you manage your time forever. Rule 1, prioritize ruthlessly. Most people fail at time management because they treat everything as important. But not everything deserves your time. You must decide what truly matters. Ask yourself, if I could only accomplish one thing today, what would make the biggest impact? That's your priority. Everything else is secondary. The most successful people don't have endless to-do lists. They have a must-do list. Cut the distractions. Focus on what moves the needle. Decide what's important and eliminate the rest. Most people struggle with time management because they treat everything as equally important. They wake up, check their phone, respond to emails, put out fires, and jump from one task to another, believing they're being productive. But at the end of the day, they realize they've barely made progress on what actually matters. They've been busy, but not effective. The problem isn't that they didn't work hard, it's that they didn't prioritize. The reality is not all tasks carry the same weight. Some activities create massive impact, while others are just noise. The key to mastering your time is learning to prioritize ruthlessly, which means making tough decisions about where your attention and energy go. It's about recognizing that just because something feels urgent doesn't mean it's important. Think of your day like a battlefield. Every morning you have limited time, energy, and focus to win the war against distraction, inefficiency, and procrastination. If you try to fight every battle, you'll exhaust yourself before reaching your real objectives. The secret is knowing which battles are worth fighting. One of the best ways to do this is by applying the 80/20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. This principle states that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. In other words, a small number of high-impact tasks generate the majority of your progress. But most people spend their time on the 80% that only brings minor results. To truly take control of your time, you must identify your most critical 20%, the tasks, decisions, and actions that move the needle the most. Everything else is either delegated, minimized, or eliminated. Take a look at your daily tasks. What's actually pushing you toward your biggest goals? What's just filling your schedule? Prioritizing ruthlessly means having the discipline to cut the excess, even if it feels uncomfortable. It means learning to say no to things that don't align with your highest priorities. And saying no isn't always easy, especially when the requests come from your boss, colleagues, friends, or even family. But every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that truly matters. One powerful strategy to help prioritize is the Eisenhower matrix. This method divides tasks into 4 categories: important and urgent. These are crises or time-sensitive tasks that must be handled immediately. Important but not urgent. These are high-value tasks that contribute to your long-term success. This is where you want to spend the majority of your time. Urgent but not important, these are distractions disguised as priorities. Delegate or minimize them. Neither important nor urgent, these are time wasters. Eliminate them. Most people get stuck in the urgent but not important category, constantly answering emails, attending unnecessary meetings, or handling minor tasks that someone else could do. But true productivity happens when you shift your focus to important but not urgent tasks. Planning, strategizing, developing skills, and working on long-term goals. This is where real growth happens. Another critical aspect of prioritizing ruthlessly is understanding the difference between being reactive and being proactive. If you spend your days reacting to other people's demands, answering emails, responding to every message, jumping into every issue, you'll always be on defense. But if you start your day with a clear plan, focusing on your highest priorities first, you take control. You move from being a worker to being a leader of your own time. It also requires a mindset shift. Many people feel guilty about not doing everything. They think that if they aren't constantly busy, they aren't working hard enough. But productivity isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things. The most successful people aren't the ones who check off the most tasks. They're the ones who focus on fewer, more impactful tasks and execute them with excellence. 1, to put this into practice, start each day by asking yourself 3 questions. 2, what's the single most important thing I need to accomplish today? 3, what's one thing I can eliminate that's not serving my goals? 4, what's one thing I can delegate or push to a later time? These questions force you to focus on what truly matters instead of just reacting to whatever comes your way. The more you practice ruthless prioritization, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you'll start seeing the power of focusing on high-impact activities instead of spreading yourself thin across minor tasks. Rule 2, time block with intention. You don't find time, you make time. And the way to do that is through intentional time blocking. Think of your time like money. If you don't budget it, you'll waste it. The best way to stay in control, schedule your most important tasks. Set blocks of time in your calendar for focused, uninterrupted work. Here's the key. Protect these blocks like your life depends on it, because your future does. No distractions, no unnecessary meetings, just deep, focused work that moves you forward. Most people don't manage their time, they let their time manage them. They wake up without a clear plan, jump straight into their day, and let distractions, emails, and other people's demands dictate their schedule. Before they know it, the day is over, and they're left wondering where all the time went. The truth is, if you don't take control of your time, something or someone else will. That's why time blocking with intention is one of the most powerful strategies for mastering your productivity. Time blocking is more than just putting tasks on a calendar. It's about structuring your day with purpose. It's about deciding in advance how you will spend your time so you don't waste it on things that don't matter. Every highly successful person follows some form of time blocking because they know that their greatest resource isn't money, connections, or talent. It's time. And once it's gone, you can't get it back. The first step to effective time blocking is knowing your priorities. Most people schedule their day based on what's urgent instead of what's important. They let emails, meetings, and unexpected requests dictate their time, leaving no space for deep, focused work. But successful people flip the script. They don't let their calendar fill up with random tasks. They start by blocking out time for their most important work first. A simple yet powerful way to do this is by following the 1-3-5 rule. 1 big priority, the most important task that will create the biggest impact. 3 medium tasks, secondary tasks that support your main goal. 5 small tasks, minor things that still need to get done but shouldn't dominate your time. Once you've identified what matters most, the next step is to assign specific time slots for each task. But here's where most people go wrong. They underestimate how long tasks will take, or they pack their schedule so tightly that one delay throws everything off. That's why it's crucial to build in buffer time between tasks. Instead of scheduling back-to-back meetings or switching rapidly between tasks, leave space in your calendar for breaks, preparation, and unexpected issues. This prevents burnout and gives you flexibility while still keeping you in control of your time. Another key principle of time blocking is matching your tasks to your energy levels. Not all hours of the day are equal. Your brain has peak performance times where you're naturally more focused, creative, and productive. For most people, this happens in the morning when willpower is strongest. That's why high-performing individuals schedule their most demanding, high-value work during their peak energy hours. Instead of wasting your best mental energy on emails, calls, or low-level tasks, use it for deep work that requires concentration. Low-energy hours, like mid-afternoon or late in the day, are best reserved for less demanding activities, meetings, responding to messages, or administrative work. This way, you're working with your natural rhythms instead of against them. When you align your schedule with your energy levels, you maximize efficiency and avoid unnecessary fatigue. One of the biggest threats to time blocking is distractions. We live in a world full of constant interruptions, social media, notifications, emails, and people demanding your attention. If you don't actively protect your time blocks, they'll get hijacked. This is where setting boundaries becomes crucial. And when you time block, treat it as a non-negotiable appointment with yourself, just like a meeting with a high-level executive. If someone tries to interrupt, don't just drop everything. Instead, communicate clearly. Number 1, I'm in a focus session right now. Let's connect later. 2, I have a priority task at the moment, but I can follow up this afternoon. 3, I'm in deep work mode. Can we schedule this for another time? By setting firm boundaries, you train people to respect your time, and more importantly, you teach yourself to honor your own commitments. The more disciplined you are with time blocking, the more productive and in control you become. One advanced strategy that takes time blocking to the next level is theme days. Instead of switching between different types of work every day, dedicate specific days to specific tasks. For example, Monday, strategic planning and deep work. Tuesday, meetings and collaboration. Wednesday, content creation and creative work Thursday. Execution and implementation Friday, review, reflection, and preparation for the next week. This method minimizes context switching, which is one of the biggest productivity killers. Every time you switch from one type of work to another, like from creative work to admin tasks, you lose focus and efficiency. By batching similar tasks together, you stay in a flow state longer and accomplish more with less mental effort. A final piece of the time blocking puzzle is review and adjustment. No matter how well you plan, unexpected things will come up. That's why it's important to reflect on your time blocking system regularly. At the end of each day or week, ask yourself, 1, did I follow my time blocks or did I get derailed? 2, what interruptions or distractions pulled me off track? 3, what changes can I make to improve my schedule next week? Time blocking isn't about perfection, it's about continuous improvement. The more you refine your system, the more control you gain over your time, and the more progress you make toward your biggest goals. Rule 3, protect your energy. Time is useless without energy. If you're exhausted, stressed, or burnt out, it doesn't matter how much time you have, you won't be productive. Energy comes from 2 things, your body and your mindset. Take care of both. Move your body, eat right, and manage stress. But most importantly, guard your mental space. Negative people, unnecessary drama, distractions, they all drain your energy. Cut them out. Your time is valuable, but your energy is priceless. Protect it at all costs. Most people think productivity is just about managing time, but time alone isn't enough. You can have all the time in the world, but if you don't have the energy to use it effectively, it's worthless. Energy is the fuel behind everything you do, your focus, your creativity, your decision-making, your discipline. Without energy, even the most well-planned day falls apart. That's why learning how to protect your energy is just as important as learning how to manage your time. Think about it. Have you ever had a day where you technically had enough time to get everything done, but you felt drained, unmotivated, or mentally foggy? You kept looking at your to-do list, but every task felt overwhelming. You procrastinated, got distracted, and struggled to focus. That wasn't a time management problem. It was an energy management problem. Your energy is constantly being influenced by 3 things, your body, your mind, and your environment. If you don't protect these areas, your energy gets drained before you even realize it. And when your energy is low, everything becomes harder. Your discipline weakens, you make poor decisions, and even simple tasks feel exhausting. But when your energy is high, you become unstoppable. The first and most fundamental area to protect is your physical energy. Your body is your power source. And if you're running on low fuel, nothing else matters. The way you eat, sleep, and move directly impacts how much energy you have each day. Sleep is the foundation of physical energy, yet it's one of the most neglected. If you're constantly tired, no time management strategy in the world will save you. Sleep isn't just about rest, it's about recovery. Your brain and body repair themselves while you sleep, and if you cut your sleep short, you're literally weakening your ability to think, focus, and perform at a high level. The goal isn't just to get more hours of sleep, but to get high quality sleep, deep, uninterrupted rest. that truly restores you. That means setting a sleep routine, avoiding screens before bed, and making sleep a non-negotiable priority in your life. The next major factor is nutrition. What you put into your body either fuels you or drains you. Highly processed foods, too much sugar and caffeine crashes, leave you sluggish and unfocused. On the other hand, whole, nutrient-dense foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, complex carbs, give your body the sustained energy it needs. Hydration is another overlooked factor. Even mild dehydration causes fatigue and brain fog, so drinking enough water throughout the day is one of the easiest ways to keep your energy levels high. Then there's movement. Your body wasn't designed to sit all day. When you stay stagnant for too long, your energy stagnates with it. Movement increases blood flow, delivers oxygen to your brain, and keeps you alert. You don't need to do intense workouts every day. Just standing up, stretching, or taking short walks can give you an immediate boost. If you want to maximize your energy, make movement a daily habit. The second area you must protect is your mental energy. Your thoughts, emotions, and mindset all play a huge role in how much energy you have. Negative thinking is one of the biggest energy drains. When you constantly stress about the future, replay past mistakes, or focus on things you can't control, you burn through mental energy at an alarming rate. It's like leaving dozens of apps open on your phone. Your battery drains even when you're not actively using it. One of the most powerful ways to protect your mental energy is to guard your focus. Your brain wasn't built to multitask, yet most people spend their days constantly switching between emails, notifications, and endless distractions. Every time you shift focus, you burn mental energy. The solution? Eliminate unnecessary distractions. Set your phone on do not disturb mode, limit social media usage, and create dedicated blocks of time for deep, uninterrupted work. When you stop leaking energy through distractions, you gain the mental clarity to perform at your best. Another key factor in mental energy is who you surround yourself with. People can either energize you or drain you. Some people uplift you, challenge you, and push you to be better. Others constantly complain, gossip, and bring negativity into your life. Every interaction either adds to your energy or takes from it. If you're constantly around energy draining people, it doesn't matter how much sleep, exercise, or good food you get, you'll always feel exhausted. Protect your energy by setting boundaries with negative influences and surround yourself with people who inspire and empower you. Finally, the third area that affects your energy is your environment. Your surroundings have a direct impact on how you feel and perform. A cluttered, chaotic space leads to a cluttered, chaotic mind. When your workspace is messy, your brain has to work harder to focus, which drains energy. Keeping your environment clean and organized isn't just about aesthetics, it's about mental efficiency. Your digital environment matters just as much as your physical one. Constant notifications, endless emails, and an overwhelming inbox are silent energy killers. The more clutter you have in your digital life, the more stressed and distracted you become. Taking control of your digital space, unsubscribing from unnecessary emails, organizing your files, and limiting screen time helps preserve your mental energy. The final piece of protecting your energy is knowing when to recharge. High performers understand that energy isn't about pushing harder 24/7. It's about managing your output so you don't burn out. Just like a high performance car, you can't run at full speed all the time without refueling. Rest isn't a weakness, it's a strategy. Scheduling intentional breaks, stepping away from work, and allowing yourself time to reset isn't laziness. It's what allows you to sustain high performance over the long run. Protecting your energy isn't just about feeling better, it's about maximizing your ability to execute at the highest level. When you manage your energy, you take control of your productivity, your focus, and ultimately your entire life. Rule 4, closing and call to action. Right now you have a choice. You can keep letting time slip away or you can take control. Imagine a life where you wake up every day knowing exactly what to do, where to focus, and how to make real progress. That's the power of these 3 rules. Prioritize ruthlessly, time block with intention, protect your energy. Now it's your turn. Pick one of these rules and apply it today. Don't just think about it, take action, because time won't wait for you. But if you manage it right, it will work for you. At the end of the day, time management isn't just about getting more done. It's about taking control of your life. Every single person has the same 24 hours, but the difference between those who struggle and those who thrive is how they use those hours. It all comes down to prioritizing ruthlessly, time blocking with intention, and protecting your energy. These three rules aren't just strategies, they're a mindset shift. When you truly internalize them, they don't just help you manage your time better, they help you become the kind of person who gets things done and moves forward with purpose. But knowledge alone isn't enough. You don't change your life by reading or listening to great advice. You change your life by taking action. The reason most people stay stuck isn't that they don't know what to do, it's that they don't do what they already know. They wait for the right time. They wait until they feel motivated. They wait for things to settle down. But the truth is, life will never slow down. You will never have more time than you do right now. The only way to take control of your time is to start today. So, here's what you need to do right now, not later, not tomorrow, right now. Pick one thing that resonated with you. Maybe it's cutting out the distractions that steal your energy. Maybe it's blocking out time for your most important tasks instead of letting the day control you. Maybe it's saying no to things that don't serve your goals. Whatever it is, commit to it, not in your head, but in real action. If you're serious about making a change, don't just think about it, write it down. Grab a piece of paper, open your notes app, whatever works for you, and answer these three questions. What's one small action I can take today to start managing my time more effectively? What's one thing I need to stop doing that drains my time and energy? Who can I share this goal with to hold me accountable? Success isn't about massive overnight changes. It's about consistent, intentional action. It's about making small, smart choices over and over again until they become habits. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start. Because the moment you start taking control of your time, you start taking control of your future. At the core of mastering time management isn't just about squeezing more tasks into your day, it's about aligning your time with what truly matters. Life moves fast, and if you're not intentional, your days will be consumed by distractions, obligations, and things that don't bring you closer to your goals. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle isn't talent, intelligence, or even luck. It's how they use their time and energy. When you prioritize ruthlessly, you stop treating every task as equal and start focusing on what truly drives results. When you time block with intention, you take back control of your schedule instead of letting the world dictate how you spend your day. And when you protect your energy, you ensure that you're operating at your peak rather than burning out and running on empty. These aren't just productivity hacks. They are fundamental principles that separate those who live intentionally from those who simply go through the motions. Because at the end of the day, your time is your life. How you spend it determines everything. So the real question is, are you in control of your time or is your time controlling you? The choice is yours. Take action, apply these principles, and start building the life you truly want. Because time will pass either way, but what you do with it is up to you.